There is at least 14 tips and tricks I can think of that is easily overlooked in Zenless Zone Zero that you might have missed, and knowing these can save you a lot of time or help you a lot, like getting a portal to skip a whole Hollow Zero floor, or the fastest way to advance in-game time when you have already rested for the day, and some swapping tips between your characters that can help a lot in combat. Rest assured I've tested and confirmed all of these tips and tricks, so let's get started. Number 1. Getting a portal in Hollow Zero. If you didn't know, you can get the portal in Hollow Zero, and if you go through this portal, you can skip a whole Hollow Zero floor without dealing with any enemies or traps. This is a great time saver if you are strong enough, and to get this portal, a lot of players has different theories. It can be very confusing to what exactly can spawn it, but from my own experience it mostly spawns when you are able to defeat the last boss of the first floor without taking any damage from anything on the floor. This means that if you have a shield and get hit without taking any HP damage, the portal will still spawn, but unfortunately it doesn't spawn every time, so clearly there is more to this, and if you know anything, let me know in the comments down below. Number 2. Opening a S rank gate without getting S rank. If you have ever done Hollow Zero without getting a S rank to be able to open this S rank gate, there is actually another way to open it. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but I get S rank so easily, but just remember that when you do endgame like Withering Garden on extreme difficulty, getting S rank for these gates are extremely difficult. All you have to do is use a simple item to open it, and it's called a bomb. Just remember, when using a bomb your team will take some damage, so make sure it's worth taking a bit of damage to open this gate for whatever's behind it. Number 3. How to get exclusive trust events triggered. Every time you defeat the last boss of a Hollow Zero floor, you can trigger a special trust event for your characters that gives you some nice extra buffs. But the question is, how exactly does this work? Well, it is pretty straightforward once you know this. All you have to do is have the specific character above trust level 3 and get the kill shot with the last boss on that floor with that specific character you want to trigger this trust event with. You can trigger this trust event multiple times by going to different outposts, which means for Withering Garden, where there are 2 bosses before Nineveh, you can trigger up to 2 buffs for your team, which is great. Just be aware that sometimes it doesn't trigger the event at the 2nd outpost of Withering Garden, and on the 3rd outpost instead. Unfortunately, it is a bit complicated sometimes, but this method will work most of the time, and it is quite consistent. Number 4. Unlocking side quests in Hollow Zero. There is a lot of side quests you can unlock through Hollow Zero, and to unlock them you need to collect a set of items. To get these set of items you need to be on the lookout for special NPCs that looks like this in Hollow Zero, and also be aware that some of these NPCs are well hidden on the map with hidden tiles, so always check outside of the map if you see anything that looks like this. Number 5. Hidden encounters with characters. In Hollow Zero there are hidden encounters for every character in the game right now, and triggering these hidden encounters allows you to get bonus rewards like gear coins or Razonia without taking any penalties. Nicole, as an example, gives more than 2000 extra gear coins for landing on this event. This can be a game changer to know what your character's hidden encounters are, so that you can better choose which path you should take in Hollow Zero. But since it will take a while to go through all the characters, we will get to it later in this video about what every character's hidden encounters are. Number 6. Z Merits Weekly Cap. Farming Z Merits in Hollow Zero is a great way to get more items from the store, or especially buying Denny's without a limit. But there is a weekly limit, and knowing how and when you have reached the weekly cap is important. You can get up to 900 Z merits per week through farming outside of the weekly rewards. This means it takes a total of 6 Hollow Zero runs from Withering Garden to hit the weekly cap, and once you have reached the cap, the Z merits will turn grey. It is also a great time saver and noteworthy that after looting the Z merits from the 2nd floor, you can also leave the run and still get the rewards, so you don't have to beat the last boss before you get rewarded. Number 7. Reverse swapping. Usually when you play on mouse and keyboard, you can swap with the default key spacebar. What you might have missed is that there is actually a way to reverse swap going to the previous squad member instead of the next one. To do this, you can press C as the default key, and this can help a lot in some situations. I don't play on controller or mobile, but if you do, maybe you can go to your options and find it over there. On mouse and keyboard, the setting is called Switch Characters Previous. Number 8. Blocking projectiles. The game tells you in the tutorial that you can block incoming projectiles with some characters automatically, but unfortunately it stops there without telling us which characters can block projectiles and what projectiles we can even block. With the current characters in the game at the time of me making this video, you can block projectiles with Anby, Soldier 11, Nekomata, Ellen Joe, and even Chin-Yi. So which projectiles can you even block? Well, you kinda have to figure it out yourself since the game doesn't tell you, but some noteworthy stuff you can block is the twin dancers in this phase, which can be difficult to dodge sometimes, or the Guardian Mk2's rockets and machine guns projectiles. Number 9. The fastest way to advance through time. The fastest way to advance through the time of the day is by doing a commission called Testing with Your Life on the Line. Now there is 2 of these combat quests that look similar, so make sure you pick the one without the actually in its name. In this commission, all you have to do is break some boxes and speak to an NPC. You start out by going straight, then right, and then you turn right again. And once you get the hang of it, it should take roughly 15 seconds with Nicole, or a bit faster with Billy if you time his attacks correctly with swapping, and if you really want the fastest time possible. Number 10. Video Store Promoters. If you didn't know, your video store's promoters matters a lot to get extra rewards. Every promoter gives something different. A rank and S rank promoters give skill upgrade materials for their own attribute, but be aware that A ranks only gives 2 skill upgrade materials, and S ranks gives 5. So if you use Chin-Yi, she will give 5 electric basic chips, and normal NPCs will all give something different. Bamboo 18 gives 5 bamboo software patches, Travers gives 9 trainee investigator logs, Hedy gives 12 W engine batteries, and this girl gives 2000 extra Dennies. Just be aware that the NPC rewards are a bit lower than S-rank characters rewards when you compare it with energy usage, so I'd recommend prioritizing skill upgrade materials for maximum value. Number 11. Tips for finding HIA coins. You can find HIA coins to turn in at the trash can for some nice extra rewards, and if you didn't know, there's a way to get some hints where they are hiding at. If you speak to the trash can, you can ask him for some hints if there is any HIA coins to collect, but be aware he will only be able to give you some hints if there is any available at the current in-game's time. This means if you still have some to collect, it is probably for the best to check throughout the whole day from morning till late night. Once you have collected all of the coins, the trash can will notify you that you have collected them all by saying, "I don't have any in stock right now, come back later." Number 12. Knowing when you have pulled an S rank from banners. Like many gacha games, Zenless Zone Zero has an indicator when you have pulled an S rank from any banner. In Zenless Zone Zero, there are 2 indicators. The first one is the music will change into a rap song between a male and female singing. And the second one, you will be able to see a shiny light going over the tape that looks like this. Number 13. Howl's Lottery. Howl's Lottery has a few different rewards from different scratch cards. From lowest to best rewards we have the Bone scratch card, Dog Food scratch card, Meat scratch card, and the Howl scratch card. But there is one more that seems to be extremely rare, the Golden Poop scratch card. This scratch card seems to always give 60 polychromes, and I have yet to see this one, but maybe you have had better luck than me. Number 14. Hollow Zero Encounters. If you want to know more about what your character's special encounters are in Hollow Zero, make sure to check out this video. Peace out.